This is Joe Mixon. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down. Second and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up second and 5.
Why Tony?
Now Stroud. This one complete to Christian Kirk. And he's going to have a first down. That's not a big play, but that double pass does the job.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Now a throw here out wide. He might be looking to throw this again. And this one nearly intercepted. That one might need to go back to the drawing board. Almost a disaster. And it winds up just an incomplete pass, though. Second and 10.
All right. 18. What's up?
And Stroud now to throw. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Backed up here. Tough spot. Needing 11 yards to pick up the first.
It's third.
On third down, Mixon. And he can only get this to the 42-yard line. And that is not near enough. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on fourth. Stroud to throw it. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Texans tried it, but they come up empty here on fourth. And this defense delivers a turnover on downs on the very first drive of the afternoon. Looking to put a drive together. Now the Central Florida product is R.J. Harvey. And this one not going anywhere. They get him at the 44 for a gain of just a yard.
You've got to be impressed by the defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
From the 44-yard line, here's a second and 8. Throwing Nix. Oh, his first throw of the game, going to be intercepted. And a big return will get him all the way down to the 35.
Nix's pass. Intercepted. The Texans take over first and 10. At the 35-yard line.
Ow, what's that? 18. What's that? Texas. Hey, uno more. Look the hot.
Stroud. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Now it's second and 10.
Leads to second and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Why Tony? Hey, south. 11. Hey.
Back to throw. Here's Stroud. There's a short throw taken in by Bryant. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And he fires one, but incomplete.
Well, they certainly did a nice job there, picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with him. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
So on fourth down, Texan kicker Kaimi Fairbairn comes on. From the right hash, this from 44 yards out. The kick by Fairbairn is good. And it's now 3-0 Texans. So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
Fairbairn now, following the made field goal, he'll send this one away. Going to be out of bounds here right at the 20-yard line.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left. Working out of the gun is Nix. He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have the Broncos first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
16 yards. And the Broncos first down.
To throw is Nix. Setting up a screen for Harvey. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. They'll swing this out to Harvey. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 12 more yards for him there. It's a first down.
Broncos.
Nix looking to throw again. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. Will Anderson showing his strength and quickness there, a loss of 4. Second and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. To throw, here's Nix. He's going to wind up and air it out. And it'll be intercepted. And the Texans are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Well, they tried to take their shot right there, but the ball hung up a little too long, and it's intercepted.
And when you describe trying to take their shot right there, usually the ball has to be thrown on a little bit more of a line. You just mentioned it. The ball hung up there. The reaction time of the defenders, they win the day and intercept it.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Here's Stroud. And that's going to be incomplete.
Over the dime looked on defense. Two extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Yeah, they know what's up. Phyzeque never gave up. All I know is go and get this damn bread. Don't go against the grain, they taking off your damn head. I'm running up this door, I almost broke my damn leg. Out here broke, they damn nerd. Damn little mama better, but they diamonds on me fight, neck and wrist, I continue.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Inside handoff to Mixon. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. 3rd and 3.
That's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd.
They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down.
A gain of only a yard.
4th down. Stroud going to try to throw for it. He'll try. Stroud is hit and the ball is loose. It's picked up by the Broncos. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. And the aggressive play call simply does not work out. You're on your own side of the field here. Punt it, right?
Yeah, I would agree with that. There's a time for analytics and a time for being aggressive, but not with this field position. There's also a time for good old football 101 sense.
Yeah.
Punt it away. Let your defense take over with better field position.
He'll get that complete to Franklin. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped.
A gain of 11 on the play. First down, Denver.
Here's Nix. Looking left side, and he's got him in. That's Harvey. From the 20, here's the 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the Texans' 20-yard line.
Now it's Nix. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Evan Ingram, a 20-yard touchdown. And the Broncos have taken the lead. What's good on the extra point. And that makes it a 7-3 lead.
Broncos 7, Texans 3.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
Broncos.
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 36.
Throwing now is Stroud. It's caught by Bryant. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 45-yard line.
Stroud looking to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. The throwing again is Stroud. Look in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have the Texans first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1.
first down.
That's a big conversion there on third down because they did not want to give the ball up here late in the half. They'd love to take the clock all the way down and score. This will definitely help the cause.
Mixon with a first down carry. And he goes down, but not before getting us inside the 25. 43 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
At the 24-yard line.
Back to throw. Stroud. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up 2nd down.
Work hot, bro. Hey, south. Nike Texas.
Another try after the first down sack. Stroud. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And with a 7-3 lead, we'll see how aggressive they want to be. They'll let this go deep for Sutton. And that's caught inside the 30. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half.
But they didn't ease into that drive right out of the turnover. They go for the big shot downfield and hit it. A lot of teams have that opportunity, but not every coach is going to greenlight that type of a play call. I love their aggressiveness.
Nix to the air. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Derek Stingley picks it. And the Texans are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. When I saw the pressure coming at him, that just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw? And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
And a dangerous throw there, incomplete. He threw that into coverage. It was nearly intercepted. Pretty fortunate there, the interception that ended the last drive, and then boom, the first pass here almost picked on this drive.
Yeah, I think you could definitely call him to question his decision-making here in the first half.
Certainly not the best of decisions there. Lucky that one wasn't picked. Taking a shot for Dell here. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Brandon Jones picking it off. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Broncos with a lead, and they will be receiving this kickoff here as quarter 3 is underway. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And, Charles, they've got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room?
Well, there were 3 talking points in the half, partner. All of them were about turnovers because they were pretty loose with the ball. Otherwise, this lead could be even bigger. Now, I don't think that they overly harped on it, but I think they told them, guys, if you want to keep calling those plays that are exciting, you've got to take care of the ball. Otherwise, we may have to dial things back a little bit.
is incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. That's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up. Converged on his man and broke the play up.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Looking to throw. Nix. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the first. Charles, did I just hear that right? They declined the personal foul. 3 yards, they just declined them.
And I have to think that the official is thinking to himself, did I just hear that correctly, that you declined that one? All I can think of is that someone on the field got confused.
Must have.
It had to, because you're going to take the yards on that penalty each and every time.
Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. Down the right sideline. And all the way home for a Broncos score. R.J. Harvey, 61 yards. And the Broncos come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the 3rd quarter.
The kick is good.
Lutz with the extra point. And that pushes the lead up to 11.
Texans 3. Will Lutz to kick off for the Broncos.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Gets past one man. And he takes it all the way across the 40 before going out of bounds.
It's the 3rd quarter. They're down on the scoreboard. And while no one wants to hit the panic button just yet, points are a necessity on this drive. What a great way to get set up.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They make their second half debut here, and things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side, so now it's a 2-score game here. Got to be careful.
They certainly do, and I'm just wondering at halftime if those guys just looked into each other's eyes and realize what they've got to get done and come out a little bit more charged up, because they don't get some kind of points here. That next drive, that could make this a 3-possession game.
49-yard line.
Here we go. Swap. Mother swap.
From the gun to give to Mixon. And he'll get it down here to the 43.
Gain of 6. And the Texans
back to Mixon on 1st down. And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Back to throw. Stroud. Mixon hit, and all the ball is out.
Wow, that ball is not free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover.
Why Tony? Hey, Uno Mars.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Stroud. He's got it to Collins, complete. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Nico Collins, 30 yards. And the Texans have got it back to within a score. But DeMeco Ryans, even with the defensive mindset, he'll elect to go for 2 here.
Will line up for the 2-point conversion.
South.
Stroud's going to try to throw for the conversion. And it'll be intercepted.
The attempt at the 2-point conversion is no good. That keeps the score. Broncos 14, Texans 9. Fairbairn to kick off for Houston.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn. kick it away. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
At their own 20-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And they've got the lead here getting late into the third quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that. But the rushing game, almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents.
2nd and 6. He gets this into the hands of Harvey. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10.
First down, Broncos.
Nick's going to give to Harvey. He'll take this from the 40 up to the 45 for a gain of 5.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
2nd and 5. Nick's going to keep this himself. And he slides to avoid the hit. Give him 7 on the take and run, and it'll give him a new set of downs. And they won't be able to run another play. Time has expired on this third quarter. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 48-yard line. Nix from the shotgun.
Well, they've been back on the heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on 1st down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
Under 4 to go now as they come up on 2nd down. Looking to throw. Nix. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
Another incompletion would certainly be ideal defensively. A big play now. This is 3rd and 10. Back to throw. Nix. That's taken in by Franklin. And he will have the Broncos 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Big hook up there. Forced to throw it on 3rd down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Called it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
So with your team leading in the 4th quarter, you know you've got to run the football. They know you've got to run the football. Sometimes that means there's nowhere to run the football.
Gets it underneath. Here's Harvey. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Trying to run for it. Here's Harvey. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line.
At the 21-yard line. A gain of 1 yard. First down, Broncos.
Once more with Harvey. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. They work now on 2nd and 9. Up the middle, it's Harvey. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Well, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Throwing Nix. He'll try and do this himself. Well, there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the 4th quarter, picking up the first.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time, and that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go.
The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. On the sneak, it's Nix. And he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. The sneak successful from a yard out. And the Broncos will add to their 4th quarter lead.
Well, that was absolutely ideal for them, wasn't it? Trying to solve this game away. I think one of my kids just graduated in the amount of time they had the football. That was absolutely impressive.
Everybody wants those salt-away-the-game drives. What makes them successful?
Well, when you're able to mix run-pass, when you're able to control the football and stay ahead of the chains, I'm using every cliche I know, but that's how you get it done because you're not taking negative plays, and that way you're able to run what you want to run when you get a chance to call it.
After the touchdown, wants to kick it off. And bulldozing his way through. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
Their own 32-yard line.
This is 1st and 10. Here's Stroud. He'll get this complete to Collins. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
There's still hope, but it's dwindling fast. No timeouts left. They need 2 scores still. 1st and 10 here. Stroud. Another one caught by Collins. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done.
That connection seemed to work out okay on the first play of the drive. Why not go right back to it? And once again, this defense is left without an answer as they surrender back-to-back first downs.
Hey, south.
Stroud to throw it. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
Just Just over 50 seconds remain. Here's 2nd and 10.
Here we go. 18. That's it. 11, 11, 11. Hey, uno more.
Now Stroud. Nowhere to turn here. He's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line.
13 yards.
Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts.
3rd
And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. A big play looming on 3rd down.
All right.
Back to throw. Here's Stroud. Oh, a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch.
I'd have to say that whenever you see a good post route run, they do not like to let it end without the catch. Hence, that great diving play.
Yeah, lay it up there, let him go get it, and he got it. The decision made for him. They've got to go. It's 4th down. 4th down, 4th quarter. Here's Stroud. And he is caught. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage.
5-yard gain on the play. That's another Texans.
And he'll stop the clock with 5 seconds to go there on the spike. 12 yards between them and the end zone. 2nd and 10.
19 Texans. White top. Look the high. Look. 18. What's that?
One final shot for C.J. Stroud. And that is going to officially draw the curtain on this one as the last throw intercepted. Picked off by Alex Singleton. And the Broncos come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. So this one will wind up a Denver victory, and they were really helped by their defense forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Till next time, we say so long from the Bayou.